Yes, country people, on a good morning this morning, and welcome to another day of Crusaders. This na the Crusaders radio show. My name na Otache. Na me be the chief crusader, Ardo Jandofulde. This morning, we don assemble for inside the studio today. And each time when we gather on Thursday, na to come talk matters wey go dey important and go make sense. Today, on top sexual and gender-based matter, we go to discuss supporting survivors, listening skills, and the resources. That is, what you call them? Supporting survivors, listening skills, and resources. Now, wetin we go to discuss today. You know, say you get plenty things where they happen. Where you no go know say na act of violence against human being, and any of these ones we will not be support them at all. In fact, we dey add voice to take the end them. And this morning, to join us on top this discussion, we get two correct people where knowledge not fit kill them, and too much sense then carry enter the studio to come share and educate and help us to enlighten ourselves. We get the Big Drum Africa for inside the building, and they represented by Rotarian Ahmed Olanoa. Good morning this morning, and welcome inside the studio.
Good morning, Chief.
No, so you a certified Rotarian. Somebody phone the ring for somewhere. Okay, help us put that tell us to make it keep quiet. And then we get another of our mama. People will not dey carry gender-based matter take play. Anything wey concern anything wey near violence against person, whether na man or na woman, dem go carry am for head like guinea. That na the Director Social Welfare Services for the Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Development for inside Niger State from here, and that na our mama Rachel Shibi Traki. Good morning this morning, and welcome inside our studio.
Good morning, Chief.
And thank you. Say take on a time to come follow us. Join voice to take it hard to ensure say we bring to stand still the matters of gender-based violence. E no dey finish. No matter how much we try, gender-based violence will keep your head for outside, and it will continue to dey grow, because most of the times when we dey carry out these activities where they lead to gender-based violence, we no dey know say na wrong thing na him we dey do. Today we go discuss supporting survivors, listening skills, how we go take dey lis ten to them, and the resources where they available to us to take start. This morning, we start with our director. One thing when we first come in, we will begin from listening, and then we will talk about the resources for the survivors and how to take to support them, and then how we will take overcome barriers and self-care for supporters, for supporters, and how we will take a carry everything. But let me start from the beginning. What will be some of the basic skills where we will take the listening and to take support people where don't be affected by gender-based violence?
Thank you for having me here. Listening skill is very, very important if you want to get the cooperation of the survivor. When you have to do this listening skill, you have to be very passionate. You have to also have empathy, and you shouldn't be judgmental. Empathy. You take this the survivor, you feel what the survivor is feeling.
Okay,
put yourself, yes, you feel yourself in the shoe of the survivor. You shouldn't be judgmental, because when you are judgmental, the survivor will just close up. He will not open up. And you also have to create a safe space for the survivor to feel relaxed. A very serene environment, a very quiet environment, to get the best out of the survivor.
And that is to say, you're supposed to be listening
very well,
and then make you not a judge.
Yes, you have to practice active listening. This active listening.
You listen hard?
It hard. It hard very well. You have to be very patient to listen to survival, and as you're listening to survival, you're having your eye contact, movement contact, and you should not interrupt when you are listening. Because when you interrupt, you distort whatever the survivor want to say, and you take the survivor back to the scene that happened. So just allow the survivor, don't interrupt. Listening is very, very key. If you want to give the survivor a full support. Listen very. Another thing is that you have to respect the survivor. You give the respect, and you respect the survivor's boundary. If the survivor doesn't want to open up well, you just even need the little information you gather, you just abide with the information. And you should not say it's the survivor's fault. No.
And then you say make you not judge.
No, don't judge. It's not the survivor's fault. If possible, you pet the survivor. As she's talking, you tell her, I am with you. I feel what you are feeling. So the survivor will be relaxed and open.
Because sometimes now when this time happens, one person will not understand. We tell someone like if now woman now where they don't rape or
why did you even take yourself there? When you know this is what you do, and why did you dress like this? So at least we have in the olden days, you see people naked and nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Yes, but this day you say because that person dressed, is that your business?
Reboot don't do now. So why some people when they drink reboot now even know to go
So those are the things, and you have to follow up again to the survival.
Okay. As we talk, some people, I say, big things they come inside small packages. Sometimes when something is small, when we're not here, that is why we don't notice the presence of the desk officer. For the Niger State Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Development, that's Madam Afsad Umar Kushelki. Good morning this morning.
Good morning.
You study to in English?
I did try small.
Thank you very much. Make I ask you this question. How do one create a safe space for survivors, make them feel share their stories with joy and without fear? When they carry confidence, they can share their story. How would they create those kind of spaces? Desk officer.
Good morning, house. Creating a space.
No worries. You don't need to speak pidgin English. Okay, well.
As survival, they come. When you come your place, even the environment, maybe say you go gather people plenty, may they come. Say, oh yeah, na come, matter don't come, that one no day. May be like say now one person, one counselor go dey, and person will go help you the record. More na they listen to the person. And the place maybe we say people they pass, they see the person, more than come put say this place so now for people who get so matter. That one no go dey. The place self we will go dey, you know go dey open. People no go know wetin dey happen for there. They will just say wetin dey happen, nobody go know, just like safe space. There is no signboard for any safe space. Anywhere where you go, you know go dey. So as the survivor come they tell you in matter. Maybe say you go dey talk say kai. Now so you be no that one no go dey. You go just dey listen. You go dey make sure say una eye contact dey. You go dey nod say okay. Yes. Now so as we tell some people if amebo person sabi listing. So if you don't sabi listing, the person will feel open up self.
So that time when you show the person say no worry,
I did with you. Yes.
You know this pain.
If you even experience that kind of thing, if you even tell that person after you don't tell oh matter, you will tell and say me too, I don't experience so. And you will call advice as the counselor will call counselor well. Yes.
No,
you call counsel the person say see
Who the council?
Reason to the place.
Now the broach.
When you see the council person, you see that person not like the you talk to the person.
Yes.
Let her know say, my mind stay with you.
Yes, I agree with you.
You feel your pain.
Yes.
That the same thing will last not be pain, you know.
Not be pain.
Or something where if you work out, or if you come out, if you move on, make life for us sweet. So all those ones be the safe spaces. So anybody will get these kind of things now, we know say a matter of confidentiality. Today we will bring that to say if you come, say I can't talk my story now. I'm not going to hear her from anywhere. You know the cast. Anything where it be like the people where they go Las Vegas that year and say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. You know they come off from there. So any kind of this kind of issues where we will carry them inside confidence. And you will fit express yourself. You get people where will feel you, get people where will follow you talk, create better space for you. But I have to make an ask for. See, wetin be some common mistakes where we go avoid when we dey lis ten to survivors?
The common mistake that we need to avoid is, I said we should not be judgmental. We should avoid it because when you are judgmental and you are blaming the survivor will close up, will not talk again. And when questioning again, you should not interrupt because if you interrupt, it will also make the survivor to shrink on opening up. Or some of them, when you ask questions too much, they start crying, which means are making them to reflect back to what has happened. So when you are listening, just be calm, because listening is very, very difficult. So you have to be patient with the survivor to listen to whatever they are telling you, because that listening is the most important key to help the survivor, to support the survivor. Because if we don't listen, how will you know the facts? Where to come in, where not to come in? So as you are dealing with the survivor, please don't be judgmental. Respect the survivor. Don't say the survivor is looking tattered. Also, no, you respect the survivor. And if the survivor says, this is what I want, please abide with what the survivor wants. Because some of you will say, how did it happen? You'll be asking a lot of questions. It irritates them. If there's a small information they want to give you, just abide with that small information. Because if you want to stretch them, it's a problem.
Okay. Let me talk to Rotarian Ahmed Olanua of Big Drum. When I get experience where in the area of support for people and to the stretch hand to take, empower and support people of all kinds, especially for areas of gender-based violence. What will be some of the things we want to do to pay attention, listen to these people, give them cover, and help them to stand strong?
Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. The first thing I believe is to appreciate the fact that that person survived the incident. Appreciating that is let the person know that life goes on. So from there, every other step continues. The first thing is identify the challenge the person will be facing before the incident. Now, it's not everybody that needs empowerment. Some people just need little counseling to continue whatever they are doing before. And some people need a better guide. The incident may happen as a result of the person's place of work or the kind of environment the person is working. So the first is to identify the problem of the person and counsel the person properly on things that actually cause that. Then, listening to that person will give you a way of giving support. And support will be in the form of educating that person more on the next step to take in life. Now, if it's somebody that is into a business or somebody who doesn't have a job, then you need to look at a creative environment to put that person where the person can be busy doing something instead of thinking about the trauma he has gone through. Then you take the person further by involving that person in other skills in life. Areas where the person can be able to mix up with other people and see life as a better place than to be thinking of taking his life or thinking of doing things that is not supposed to because of what he has gone through. and providing assistance to that person where there's a legal means, or where there's other things that the government or the NGOs can do to support the person, so that the person will not feel he has been left because of the trauma he has gone through. That's the things that can be done.
Okay. Director, make I come back to you. What kind of resources are available for we states here, especially for survivors of GBV, like things like that kind of shelter or other kind of services?
The resources available for us here in Niger State, first is we have hotlines that you can call. We have information services for the survivors. If the survivor wants you to accompany him or her to the hospital or to the clinic, the first place to take contact, we also have safe home where we keep survivors that face some abuses. We have counselors, we have psychosocial support, we have counselors in our offices, in our area offices, and a lot of things like that. We also work together with other organizations like the police, the judiciary, when it comes to the law aspects, that the survivor will seek legal redress. We work also with them. We work with so many CSOs to help us fight this menace that's eating up the country.
Okay, desk officer, waiting be the first point of call, based on waiting director talk now, waiting be the first point of call for people where don't manage survive the violence. Now to go hospital first, I've been now to come any of these resource centers or follow any of these areas up first. Waiting be the first line of action once person just survive GBV.
It depends on the violence that the person face. If it's rape, normally when the person is being raped, we take him to SAC center or any hospital close by for medical for the medical checkup, and physical violence too, to the clinic too. For people we get matter between husband and wife, that one, if they come, mostly now for our office we attend to them. Most of the cases.
So now you settle husband and wife matter?
Yes, we dey settle now well, but we don't dey break marriage.
Okay, now I correct you. Now, then after people don't come out like the Rotarian talk for here to empower survivors and then to promote their autonomy. Which kind of empowerment these kind of people would deserve or will get where we push them come up from to the reason on top of the negativity of these things whether happen to them?
It depends on the person. Some people will tell you, say them they don't even do anything for their life. They just want get peace of mind. And some will say, me I want go tell all. Some will say, me I want go learn how to plait hair. Some will say, me I need job. I get result to more than help me find job. So it depends on the person. It depends on what the person wants.
Well, this now an area of strength to they give support and empower and encourage people with modalities and everything the things where they do based on say on hands-on people.
Actually, during the process of communicating with the survivor, you will identify a lot of things. Basically, to let the person know that everything is possible and everything can be done. If the person open up to you about what they want, then you look at the best area to put that person. However, it is not the person that speaks in so many cases, because that person does not even know. The person is traumatized. So you have to put that person in different skills that you feel is suitable for that person. Looking at the person's background, maybe educational background, social background, or community life. There are some people, if you put them in something that is too sophisticated for them, they will be there but they cannot assimilate because maybe the kind of people they see there are not their category. So for them to feel among, it will be a problem. So you have to look at a place where they can understand what they need to do. Probably somebody who can do bead making. Does not involve too many people. It's just maybe you and the utensils you are working with and maybe an instructor. Somebody like that may be able to understand that kind of thing than somebody you take to maybe a makeup studio that is seeing a lot of people, beautiful people, and he feels it cannot fit in that kind of
find it.
You don't find it.
Everybody find it.
The person will not learn fast. When you give that person a skill that is just handwork, just putting things together, that person will be more creative in that aspect than putting that person in makeup or any other thing that has more sophisticated or involves people. So we identify so much with the person's ability to assimilate or understand the level he wants to continue life with. That's
And again, Director, this something just popped up for my mind now. That the matter of say, once these survivors then carry themselves come, or then get access to now, or I get access to them any which one where you be. Most of the things where they happen are confidential. That is, you know, they expose or carry your story for head. But again, it makes sense to use testimony to take a fight this thing. And if you will use testimony, let me say it must be story of survivor. When they say go come out to take it tell, make people take it, say one, this thing not correct. Two, you fit the end, and three, if you do quiet, you will suffer more. If you come out, come talk, your problem solution will dey, and you will fit get full and total recovery. Now, how to take work with survivors, make themselves become resource persons where will they put word out?
As per the identity that is, we are supposed to hide their identity. Not to know this is it. If they can have a storyline without putting their names, I think it's okay to have their storyline taken without their names, because this is their storyline will serve as a testimony to the public that things can be done for the survivors. Because with that storyline, it will not ginger people that wants to come out to share their experiences or what they have passed through. So one of the ethics of counseling survival is you have to have confidentiality. You tell the survivor that this thing you are telling me, the whole market will not hear it. It's only me and you here. So they can have some people that we put down their storyline and without exposing them, and they can share it on the social media.
What of me now? Take for example, my wife will beat me. Every day she will beat me nearly kill. And I don't manage come now, and I don't survive, and I don't reach una. And I decide say, or I get to one kind of conviction, because say I fit to become advocate. Which kind of support where I will fit to get to guide me to become proper advocate in a way where we say you no go cross line. First officer, be like say you want to talk something.
You want to talk what?
Director.
So this the support we give you is to safeguard your own image. We make sure that we safeguard your own image, and you too, you know what to do now, so that at least the public will not know we are referring directly to you.
And what in a situation where me now I want to become public advocate?
If you want to become public advocate, that is your own choice, because a survivor has the right to select whatever he wants to, choose whatever he wants to.
And he will get better voice.
Yes, if you say you want to volunteer to be an advocate for the something, it's okay.
Because that's a living testimony.
Yes, if a survivor has said she doesn't want you to cross this boundary, that's what the first thing I said, respect the boundary of the survivor. If the survivor said, actually I want myself to be publicized, good and fine.
But you get times when they make this kind of suggestion to the survivors, whether it will one become testimony or it will one make your story come out or not.
Yes, and the survivor will give you along the line again. When we're doing the case at times, you see that the survivor at times will withdraw. They say they don't want a sense of that. Maybe the family also, they just say they don't even want the case again. So in that aspect, what do you have to do? We are also respecting the boundary of the survivor. We don't tell you that this is what you do, you must do this or you do that. No, it's whatever you choose that we abide with.
So in that case, when we talk about the cultural barriers, because sometimes now our culture, tradition, religion, now him will become barrier. We could discuss that one.
Oh, the cultural barrier here especially in this part of the country, is that you don't want to bring shame to your family. Or let me just set an example with a girl that has been raped. You will say, if we don't pursue this case now, the girl will not get husband because the whole public will know that she was once raped. So they will not want to drag the case. Culturally, they will not want to dance. It's something like that. So for that stigma not to occur, they will just say, Kai, let's even withdraw the case. We don't want to continue with the case again. So that is what we are facing in a cultural way. And he's a relation, he's a neighbor. You know, this GBV of a team happens especially with close relations. Close relations that you never expect. When somebody comes to your house and be fondling your baby, be fondling the baby, you say, Uncle is here, and you will be luring her with biscuit and so. So they are the ones, most of them used to be.
We get like that man where the feeling matter.
Yes.
More than 9 picking now. 9 children. 9.
Luring them with biscuit and so.
He will just move them inside the back room.
Things like that. So that is what is affecting us here in Pato. We don't want to expose anybody. We don't want shame for the family and the rest. And when you say you want to do it, just take you to Miangwa, take you to your relation. Please come and beg this person to
calm down.
Yes.
It is very sad. But again, like this example where you give now, make we supposed to make you know, you ready hear us. See that girl for that place, they don't rape her before. If they don't rape the girl before, it changed her from being girl. She still be there. She still be complete woman. She still be full human being. And in fact, she will even get sense to take note. Say she don't come from area of experience of waiting this campaign be, and she go dey coordinate. So woman when they don't rape before, you will fear her. No. In fact, we are more ready to even love her more. Yes. So all these things now very simple things where people will need to know. All these things we must change them. Now, this one about this cultural thing, make them go see Meangwa, make them sit down, say because we don't want to expose ourselves and putting them. How we want to bring our community leaders and our traditional leaders, our religious leaders, our communal leaders enter inside this campaign to help promote these matters?
Oh, it has to be through sensitization, which the ministry has been doing for some times now. Went to villages, went to town, marketplaces, traditional palaces to get their buying in, so that at least they will sensitize their subjects. This is it. They should not be withdrawing their cases. So I think if we can get the traditional institution, the religious institution, the strategic places, the villages, especially these things happen deep right in the villages and in the towns, and especially those ones in the village, they don't report. But once we can sensitize them to say, oh, this is it, oh, when you see so this is where you go, this is where you go. And we thank God that the ministry now has opened SAC centers. We have in Kontagora now, we have now in Suleja, we have in Bida. So at least these 3 senatorial zones. So that at least New Busa again also have one in New Busa. So that at least when you have cases like that, to get evidence, because after 24 hours or 72 hours, if you don't have evidence, there won't be anything to show. So those centers are there, so that at least the survivor can run there, so that they take their samples, take their medical something, so that they have evidence. Because anything you have to do, you have to have evidence. to prove in the court. Without evidence, your case is zero.
And we call dead on arrival.
Dead on arrival.
Anyway, what we say Crusaders they talk. Our telephone line is there open. You fit to join, you fit to contribute now, you fit to talk to us. 081 40,000 360. Or you will send us message for that number for WhatsApp or for text message. We got that day. Now for inside Facebook, good morning this morning, Crusaders Radio family. May God bless all of you. Make Allah's blessing be with you always as well. Amen. Abdullahi CBN, send now on. Dokochi, say good morning. Please, on our volume, they down on the here. So we could increase volume with that. Sorry. Now we don't hear, we will try go up. Good morning. House. Thank God, say today na Thursday. Thank God na Thursday. What caused gender-based violence in crisis settings? Question. Poverty. Research from what works found that when families are pushed into poverty, harmful practices like child marriages increase, breakdown of services, conflict and war, displacement, stress in the home, especially lack of activities from the other room. Jonathan Adams, send down. Yahya Ibrahim, say good morning, Chief. Wishing you all the best. Watching you live from Kagara in the local government of Niger State. Thank you. Jibril Galadima, good morning to you. Abdul Enagi Alaji, good morning to you. Jafar Ibrahim Bindiga, say good morning. This morning, my people, I greet you a special morning and I wish you a success and more achievement in this fearless and soldier work that they do. Continue to the hard voice. And God no go fall on the hand. This na Bindiga. They say agree to that and they on our side. Let me enter inside our telephone line. Make we see who they wait for here. Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. The chief. Good morning, Chief. With the member of your team. I welcome you into the studio this morning. You are highly welcome to the studio.
Thank you, sir.
I think the first question I want to ask, what to do? My name is Comrade Ahmed. I'm calling from 123 quarters.
Okay.
Gender-based violence don't happen from FMB. Chief, I want you to update us. That retired police officer, obviously that DPO from FMB, threatening a wife and the husband. Waiting the situation for now, Chief, because waiting happen now, gender-based violence happen for that place. Maybe for our society, the only kind thing will happen. Because it is for authority, we do it like we enter some people right. Chief, waiting there to feed you about that woman, especially that woman, because now then they are mama. Waiting to feed you, make them collect her right for her. Now I'm going to be like, thank you, Chief.
Thank you. We will direct them to them appropriately. I did before yesterday, now the matter come.
Okay.
So they dip you for Metubi. In the water for street, he can't jump one retired policeman. One thing can happen. Before you know, you don't carry gun to knock the man for head. Put her for ground. The man wife come outside, come see her husband for ground. And she go to try to hold her husband. Make you know, see the DPO come return, tell her, you marry again, he carry gun, bust her nose with the bomb of a gun, scatter her nose. So that one, update day on top of Sapenia. Okay, in don't come up from inside studio briefly, but now he get the update on top. We will follow up with that one. And today, in fact, thank God say don't come and women affairs then they here. We will pass the microphone, give them as well. And rapper don't jump on top of the matter since yesterday. So just hold on and watch out. More information will come on top of that one. Hello?
Hello, good morning, Chief.
Good morning this morning. Tell us your name already. Tell us from.
My name is Mama Anima from Mountain Lake.
Okay. Mama now from Bush.
This is I want to ask some that one he has got a bill for eye. How they do begin now, best?
Okay. Now, they follow up on that matter and we will bring the update for that one as well. Today, she will undergo treatment and people will reach out to her in many different ways. Members from her school governing council come pay her visit recently But yes, we will check and we will also bring up the update on top that one. That one day for Baba. Thank you very much. You don't pick your call, you can't put on the road. I be like, here, no one will pick up.
My name is Ambassador Gibu the Challenger. And they are not from Tudun Fulani City. Ardo, waiting I want to tell ministry be in charge of gender violence this year. They should create awareness and they should orientate Niger like they should create what we call jingle on these radio stations so that anybody to understand who is affected in this issue of gender violence to understand will be able to report and will be able to get more orientation and to understand more orientation and more creation of awareness. To me, I feel is the best.
Thank you, Ambassador Gebu the Challenger. Hello? Hello? Okay, and then, yes, thank God, say, the desk officer for GBV, for the ministry, they here. When I get contact numbers where people they take it reach, we will share those contacts. Make people take a note to take it. And even for us here, our telephone number, this number one at the call, my emergency number, anytime, round the clock, 247, call the number 081 40,000 360. You know the hand. Desk officer, when I get contact.
Yes, we get contact number. We feel each us. If you call us, text message, and WhatsApp us for the number.
What be the number?
The number and 080 85 00 22 88. Now the number be that. Yes.
But talk them again.
080 85 00 22 88.
That's na gender-based violence hotline to take a call. So if you send text, if you send WhatsApp message, if you call the number. But say say na desk office, no call go the toaster. Because that one is violence.
Confirm.
I don't go call the number again. Make it forget away. 080
85 00 22 88.
You see, if you don't get that number, save it. If you get any kind issue where relate with the sexual or gender-based violence, call the number and you be sure say your confidentiality is guaranteed 10 over 10. Yes, you get that guarantee. Say everything where you dey talk, it is confidential. In fact, make you not even wait until now you get the problem. If you see anything for your area, or you know person where they go through or they suffer this kind of thing, not keep quiet. Not be so.
That's so.
If they put call now, even you when they call to report, you dey confidential. Yes. Nobody they expose you. Nobody they bring you and say now you raise this matter. Last, the ultimate thing they say na solution. Na him we dey look for. Big Drum, on a day here, the Rotarian. I beg, which other things una dey do to take engage and empower people to continue to the add voice and support the ministry of violence to end up?
Okay. Other ways we support the ministry is to create a resource center or facilitate resources for them. We need to know the victim involved and the things the person may need. The ministry need a lot of assistance from the public, not the government alone can do it. So where we see them having challenges, we come in to support them with resources like maybe finances, with resources like materials to help the people that are already undergoing 1 or 2 training for them to recover from the the problem they have, and we also take them from that end to our own place to enable that they continue life. And we visit some communities also to do sensitization, to support them also, because their own sensitization goes to more of the rural areas. Now in the urban centers, we make sure that we do house-to-house sensitization, or when we go on the street, we carry placards on some agendas that people need to know about gender-based violence, so that some people can understand that even the house girl in your house can undergo gender-based violence if you don't take care of the person very well, like your own child. So some things like this, some people don't know. You see a neighbor beating the child so bad and you cannot even talk about it. In the course of our interaction with people, we get to know all these things, and we help the ministry to actually do that part of this sensitization also. So we give all this kind of assistance to the ministry as an NGO that is in charge of humanity and saving the life of people and empowering the youth also.
Thank you. Our time for today is all finished, but we will continue again next Thursday. But that one normally say the struggle to take end sexual and gender-based violence is stop. If you see something, talk something. In fact, if you don't, you say, if you sense something, talk something, because they say anywhere smoke, they fire, not they fire. So always raise your voice, always talk. And our social medias, and they active. For ministry, we get to an active social media accounts, right? Like Facebook.
We get Facebook accounts.
And person fit slide enter that place, quietly drop information for that place.
Yes.
And you go come out. Waiting gonna handle.
Niger State Ministry of Women Affairs.
Okay, for all the platforms.
Yes, and we have a page for Stop GBV Niger.
Okay, Stop GBV Niger. Okay, and these are places where people, you were the listing, you fit to join. Director, what will be your last word for today?
My last word for today is that at least we thank the Crusader Radio that you are part of people creating awareness to end this menace that is eating up the fabric of the nation. So we'll continue to partner with you to make sure that GBV comes to an end in Niger and in Nigeria.
Thank you very much. And today, we get with us inside this discussion since now the GBV desk officer for the Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Development at the House of Makushenki, and then the Director of Social Welfare Services of the Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Development, Namada Rachel Shibitaki, and the Big Drum Africa inside the studio with us today, and Rotarian Ahmed Olanoa. We thank you now for the time, and we hope we will fit press repeat again next week. Until we go show back again inside next week, my name is Otachi. On bye bye for now.